well. It's been a while, but we're going to jump right into this with new record highs for gold and silver climbing well. And as of right now, just before 4 p.m. on Monday, October 6th, gold all-time new high, $39.63 ask price. We're going to jump right into the articles here. Now this one, a lot of countries are basically getting in on not only gold and have been for quite some time, but silver. The big one was Russia making that announcement in September of 24. And right now, Saudi Central Bank buys 40 million in SLV and silver miners. Now in this article here, it says that 13F filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission show the central bank bought 932,000 shares of iShares Silver Trust in the second quarter, valued at $30.578 million. The central bank also purchased 203,000 plus shares of Global X silver miners, valued at $9.8 million, showing the instability with the dollar and the confidence in metals. Russia, getting back to Russia, likely buying silver for its reserves, absolutely. So not only have countries been stocking up and buying in on gold, but at first it was quiet, but now the cat's out of the bag. So many countries are buying silver. And in this article here, it talks about Russia buying silver could be helping drive the precious metal to a 14-year high, with the price surpassing $42 an ounce. And as of right now, it is over $48 an ounce. Let's check and click over here on Kitco News. Right now, it is $48.67. So we got Russia, Saudi Arabia, China, Poland, and many other countries, and America as well. Silver becomes Pakistan's new investment obsession, and here's why. Silver is now being purchased in 10 tola bars and even 1 kilo bricks. Tola bars, I had to look that one up, as an ancient way of measuring silver, which is just over 3 ounces. Silver, once considered a common and affordable metal, has now turned into a high-demand commodity in Pakistan's investment market. So again, country after country getting in on metal. People buying silver by the kilo. It says here in the article, you may be surprised to hear that people are now buying silver like cars in large quantities and with advanced payments. Market experts report that silver, which was previously sold in small quantities, is now being purchased in 10 tola bars and even 1 kilo bricks. Is investing in silver a wise move? Experts and goldsmiths caution that while silver prices rise sharply, it remains a long-term investment that requires patience and market stability. So, in short, don't expect to buy silver today and think you're going to make out more in a week or two. Possibly could happen, but this is a long-term set and forget. Think about Roth IRAs, investments. Just think about silver dropping from 2011 highs at $14 an ounce last I first saw, hovering around $17 for a long time, waiting to break through to $20 an ounce, and then riding through the 20s. And now here we are, October of 25, and we're breaking through almost $50 an ounce. Gold, absolutely more stable than silver, but again, just something to think about if you're going to hedge any bets. Something interesting I just learned yesterday. Texas is going to get its own stock exchange. They just got approved late last month, and they'll be handling trades in early 2026. So if you're in Texas, very interesting to think about here and consider how this is going to make way and make things easier for trades. So again, you talk about a lot of changes happening. Just now, I just saw on, let me see here, Bitcoin hits all-time new highs as of right now, 3 minutes ago. Bitcoin has broken past 123,000 and is still climbing. Again, a lot of changes happening very quickly. Let's get back over here to prices. Let's check out gold. As of 3:55 p.m. Eastern on October 6th, it is $39.64, up $77.10, almost 2%. Click over here on silver. It is still up 1.3%, 63 cents at $48.66. And here's something interesting. Maxwell House Coffee, if you're a coffee drinker, is changing its name for the first time in 133 years. Want to take any guesses before I scroll down? Will you sign a lease with the highly caffeinated landlord? An American coffee giant is downsizing, but in name only. Maxwell House recently announced it's changing its name to Maxwell Apartment because apparently nearly 1/3 of Americans opting to rent versus purchasing a home. This is wild. Maxwell Apartment, there's the container. To celebrate National Coffee Day, which is on or was on September 29th, the brand is offering customers a 12-month lease, this is so weird, of Maxwell Apartment designed to stock up coffee lovers nationwide. For 27.5-ounce canisters of Maxwell Apartment for $39.99. The company's city's statistics say that Java drinkers could save more than $1,000 a year with the offer. I don't know, on a subconscious level, why would you want to downgrade? See, these things are weird. Maxwell Apartment, you want Maxwell House. You want to work, save, invest, and then put those investments to work in something bigger. But I wasn't sure if you guys caught that or not, but I found it to be weird. Now, speaking about the past and cycles, going back to the Great Depression, when the big dip happened, and people scrambling instead of being prepared, they didn't have plans put in place. They crashed in 1873, not long after the Civil War. 1837, another crash. So again, these things are cyclical. When crashes happen, economic cycles come to an end. What replaces it? This one's coming to an end with the dollar devaluation, inflation rising, and it's important to have a plan. So depending on your situation and what your plans are, it's always good to have a plan and goals and take action on those. A great book that I've talked about a few times in the past, but I want to bring up again because there's a lot of new people coming into the metals markets because, again, fear of missing out, making a lot of news. I've seen a lot of videos across the country of people turning in their broken gold, for example, or scrap gold, and not really truly realizing what they have on their hands instead of just flipping it for coins or cash into coins like gold and silver, for example. They're just taking the cash and using it. The Great Depression, a diary by Benjamin Roth. He was a lawyer in Ohio, and he documented and observed, wrote down what he saw on the daily from when the crash happened to many years after. Definitely worth the investment to read. Check it out. I've highlighted this many times. A lot of great information in there. And a lot of the books that he referenced in that book, I in turn bought, and very eye-opening how he was doing the same thing I'm doing now, looking at information, looking to the past to have some idea of what's going to happen in the future. So I found this page here on Google if you guys want to check it out. I'll do some scrolling if you want to pause. But a good book to read from, pull notes from. Again, he talks and references quite a few times in the book from chapter after chapter how he was surprised, but at the same time not surprised that people would do the same things in the past, not learning from people's mistakes from crashes in previous times of downturn. People panicking instead of being patient, buying low and holding and then selling high. People would sell high as things were slowly going down or even quickly going down, not realizing that there were buying opportunities. So the same thing happened in the 80s and in the dot-com bubble and 2007 and 8. And sadly now, we have a lot of inflated stocks right now. Dollar devaluation happening right now. The purchasing power of the dollar is less than 3 cents. You have countries buying up silver, not just gold, but gold and silver. Numbers from countries that aren't really fully being honest and transparent with what they're doing. You have countries with their own mines and stocking up. I totally get it. But this book is a great read. I highlighted a bunch, and I've even gone back and taken a notepad and taking notes, and it's a compelling read and a personal daily account of the experience from the Great Depression from first-hand account. And unfortunately, the same trends that he saw then are going to happen again. So again, great information, a great place to start from. Quite a few book references within this book. So if you can check them out at the library or even go online and find them, maybe Abe's Books or somewhere else. But again, it's just being informed, getting information, getting knowledge, and being aware of what's going on. We can definitely learn a lot from the past to get ready for the future. So take with it what you want, have a plan, have goals, but the important thing is taking action with that. So with all that being said, you guys be safe and well. If you have any ideas, please leave them down below in the comments section. Anything else we should be talking about, or if you have any ideas, share them with others about being prepared, informed, and anything that maybe you've heard from your own family, from those who survived the Great Depression or down times or whatnot. So be safe and well, and I'll talk to you again next time.